Hey, welcome back friends to another PlayStation VR playthrough. Today we are playing Affected the Manor, which is a PC VR port that recently came to PlayStation VR. I've heard a lot of good things about this. It's kind of a haunted house simulator, and this is my first time in here, so I really don't know what to expect. And that in itself is a pretty big change of pace here. You know, normally on my channel I'll pick one of my favorite PlayStation VR games to show you all, and because that's why I do this. I want to show anyone who's interested the very best that VR has to offer. But as I was trying to decide what I was going to show you guys next, it dawned on me that it's Tuesday morning and the PlayStation Store sales are going to change soon. So I thought that I would check it out quickly to make sure I'm not about to miss out on something that's about to end. And I stumbled upon this, Affected the Manor, for something like $4.79 on sale. And I wanted to play it for a while. Like I said, I've heard good things about it. So I went ahead and picked it up, and I thought, you know what? This is one of those first time experience type games. There's jump scares. Might not have a whole lot of replay value. So if there's ever a time to show you guys the gameplay, it's right now. So you can see how I first react to it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play through this thing. As I understand, it's not very long. We may get 15 or 20 minutes out of it here, but it may take a little bit longer because the way I play games is a bit more meticulous than others. So let's take a look. Right off, I can tell you that the graphics look pretty good. Things are pretty clear. I am, of course, playing on my PlayStation 4 Pro, and I am using my Marcel M cable. But things look pretty good. The graphics do look a bit dated. You can tell that they didn't just release this game yesterday, but everything looks good from a clarity standpoint. Probably better in the PlayStation VR helmet than or headset than it would be in Oculus Rift, because you know Oculus Rift has those terrible God rays and has an overall duller look to it than PlayStation VR. PlayStation VR is a bit more vibrant and zero God rays. So I'm looking around here seeing if I can find some settings anywhere, but I'm not seeing it. I see the credits on the wall behind me, which I appreciate, because most of the time they just force you to look at that stuff. But we have our control set up here. It says walk is the trigger, X button selects, and then the as usual the top two rotate. I am standing, but I do normally rely heavily on my turning. My first VR headset was PlayStation VR, and if you learn how to play VR on a PlayStation VR, you learn how to face forward first and foremost. So I don't see anything interactive here in the menu screen, so let's just jump into the game. Let's enter the manor. Oh, nice. This reminds... Oh, I've got a flashlight. Now here's something I don't understand. Alright, I've got a flashlight, but I've never had a flashlight that looks like this. So my Move controllers are present in the game with me, which is cool. I mean, it's a realistic representation of my Move controller, but this should be a hand, and this should be a hand holding a flashlight. But the environment's really cool. I mean, this totally feels like I'm standing in Resident Evil 1, you know, after you get outside the mansion and you're out back where the evil plants are. As I recall, it's been a long time since I've played that game, but as I recall, it looked very similar to this. Very nice. Alright, so let's see here. We can turn. It looks like it's quick turning. Let me see if I can access an option menu with the options button. Options button does absolutely nothing. So it seems like maybe all of the controls. No, you can turn. I was about to say, it seems like maybe all the controls were on the one hand, but no, you can turn with the off controller. I'm actually going to switch my controls around here so that I'm holding the light in my left hand and turning with my right, which is probably the way that it is meant to be done anyway. But for some reason, a lot of the PlayStation VR games switch the controller hand when you get in the game. For example, Arizona Sunshine. Every time I start Arizona Sunshine, I get in that game and my left hand is on the right and my right hand is on the left. Alright, so this is going to be one of those awkward halfway hand presence games where you have some hand presence because of the flashlight, but not really. You don't have hands, you can't grab anything. Trigger walks when, you know, Trigger is supposed to grab things, but I don't think I'm going to be grabbing very many things in this game. This is a nice atmosphere. You guys know me, I love the spooky evil games. Evil games are number one, always. There aren't very many left, I don't think, that I don't have for PlayStation VR anyway. I still don't have Exorcist Legion VR. I keep waiting for them to put the whole thing on sale, but they always try that bait tactic where they put the first episode on sale and expect you to go in and pay the full, I think what they want, what, $6 per episode for that thing? I don't think so. There's not enough content there to justify paying $30 for that deal. Alright, so over there I can see some tombstones, and there's a burning lamp. Oh, it's an open grave. I wonder if it's my grave. Not today. Alright. Another thing I really love about VR, you know, I love just checking out the atmosphere whenever I get in a game, but I don't think I've ever seen a normal moon in VR. The moon is always huge. I don't know if you can see it back there behind these trees in the building, but it's absolutely massive, and I love it. It's so cool looking when you get into one of these worlds and you look up and the moon is just taking up a significant portion of the sky. Alright, now this place is kind of giving me a Torn vibe when you first enter the mansion in Torn. The graphics are actually very similar to that too, now that I think of it. Just the graphical style of this looks like Torn, which is not a bad thing. This looks pretty good actually. Never ceases to amaze me what they're able to do with this PlayStation console. As well as they do with the hardware on the PlayStation, you'd think that they would have just the most awesome... Alright, so I don't... Can I bend down and pick that up? My hands went all wonky when I tried to bend down just then. Trying to pick up one of these letters. I'm losing tracking though. Alright, I can feel my dog, so I'm going to assume that I'm not supposed to get that low. If those letters say something significant, leave it in the comments for me, please, so that I can know post-mortem. Alright, looks like a hotel. An old hotel. Check the wallpaper. I got a bell I can ring. I need service at once. Chop chop. Alright, nothing here. I don't guess. Can I interact with anything? I think this may be a walking sim. Like I said, this is my first playthrough on this. I haven't watched any playthroughs on YouTube. I didn't want to spoil it. Okay. And just like that, things start happening. The phonograph turned itself on and I heard a child laughing. I think it was a child. My flashlight's not working. It doesn't seem to be. I like checking out the artwork in VR too. Something I always do is look at the pictures. They often, especially in horror games, the pictures often tell a story themselves. Oh wow, I guess I'm not supposed to walk there. Lovely lady. And that guy looks like somebody, maybe Edgar Allan Poe. Perhaps an inspiration for the developers of this game. This is what I'm talking about with when I say the game has dated graphics. It's not that they look bad, but as you can see, these books on this shelf, how they all look like it's just one big block. You know, not a big deal, just an observation. Reception, gallery, the playhouse, and living quarters. I guess these are the areas we're going to be exploring. Books. Let's see if I can read this. Animals, something or other. I can't make out the end of the word. Animal. I don't know. Animal something or another. Not important. My hands are floating away. I must be turned around. Let me take a look here. Nope. Front and center, right in front of my camera. I guess I can't stop the music. Can I turn the lights off? Nope. Some foreign words. Kitchen, living quarter, library, office. Maybe these are two distinct paths that I can go through. Or is it any different? Reception, gallery, yeah. It looks like there are two separate paths here. And I would assume that hopefully that's two separate experiences, so I can come back and play through this again and it will be slightly different next time. Well, looks like we have ourselves a Ouija board and 7 candles, 2 of which are burned out. Statue of a little girl, probably the little girl I just heard a moment ago. Can I interact with any of this stuff? I cannot. I think we're just walking through here, people. I don't know why they even listed the X button as an option, because you can't really interact with anything. This is just a walking simulator, a pure walking simulator. My stupid flashlight's not even working anymore, which is annoying. Okay, so I walk in. I assume that the door closed behind me because it's just dark when I look back there. I can't see anything. Alright, so we took the left-hand path because this is an evil game, and of course if you're playing an evil game you want to take the left-hand path. If you don't know why, look it up. Google left-hand path, evil. Okay. So far just a cool looking old house. Truly in the vein of Torn. Oh. And whatever malevolent spirit resides here does not like electric light, apparently. Oh, maybe. Oh, I got my flashlight back. Beautiful. Can I take it in this room now? And actually get a good look. There's a single book in the floor here. See, this was the other debate I had with myself is, do I even buy something like this on PlayStation VR? Because, you know, as bad as the optics would have been on the Oculus Rift with the God rays and stuff, there would be no question that I can kneel down and pick stuff up off the floor. That thing tracks perfectly. People say that the Vive is the standard on that, but I tell you, I don't have any trouble with my Rift. I have a 3 sensor setup and it works perfectly. Floor to ceiling. Or ceiling fan, I guess I should say, which I have punched on numerous occasions while I'm playing to the top. But that's neither here nor there. Alright, so another picture of a dude here with a couple of children, I suppose. Either that or they're ventriloquist dolls. Maybe the guy's a ventriloquist. Maybe that's what's going on here. He's just behind the corner throwing his voice everywhere. Got some cool candles. I wonder if they're cinnamon. One day maybe we'll know. The future of VR, maybe smell will be involved. They are making a mask. I saw online the other day that there's a Kickstarter getting ready to start for a VR mask which enables smell. Problem with the idea is that the thing covers her whole face. It's like a big, looks like a welding mask that comes down over your face. And as you know, or maybe you don't know, VR can be hot from time to time, so covering up your face completely is probably not going to work out to be the best idea. But I like that people are trying to innovate. Alright, jump scare number 1 got me, for sure. I'm surprised. I don't scare easily. They hid that one well. Nice view. I wonder if I ever get to go out there to the well. Maybe go find baby Jessica out there. Oh, that looks... Was that Alice Cooper's forefather? I just like VR so much. Nothing scary even really needs to happen for me to enjoy this. I could just walk through this old house and check it out, and nothing could ever happen, and I would be perfectly content. Got my $5 worth, you know? Just because I got to be somewhere that doesn't really exist. And I never had to leave my bedroom, you know? One of the many, many cool things about VR. Well, these people don't know how to hang their pictures correctly. Lovely young ladies. There's a fire extinguisher. That thing looks old, buddy. I don't know if it'll work. I am starting to see lots of duplicates with these pictures, though. Oh, we got some broken dishes here. Somebody messed up the good china. I guess I can't get back here, huh? I'm going to try again in vain to pick something up. I don't know if it'll help. I don't think I can interact with anything, even if my controllers did track down to the floor. I've moved my camera up. I have a, what was that? My camera setup's modular. I can move my camera around freely. But since I knew I would be standing for this, I moved it up. I did have it set low for seated games, but since I knew I would be standing, I moved it up, and now I can't reach the floor. Not that I think it would matter. I don't think it would let me pick any of that stuff up. Something shredded this door, man. Look at that. I mean, it looks pretty flimsy, this door. But it doesn't look like somebody knocked through it. It looks like it was shredded. Alright, this is a cool looking staircase. Completely carved out of wood. Awesome. Automatic doors. I didn't know houses this old had automatic doors. Oh, cool. So this, oh, this is awesome. Look at this room. And you get a good look at the moon here too. Check out that huge moon through the moon dome up there. Got some floating pictures. Cool. Just get out. But I like it here. And didn't you hear the thunder? There's a storm coming. Now I think I'll stay, evil spirits. You get out. The power of Weasel compels you. Well, that's a pretty far drop down there. Looks like there's a study down there or something. Of course it would be a study. It's that old cliche, you know. We've got a giant room in the center of the house with the, you know, sunlight, moonlight, whatever. So of course this would be the study, but man, this place is, it goes on. It's a big place. Impressive, visually impressive. It's another thing that always takes me when I'm in VR is just some of the scale. Our pictures, did they just fall? I think they just fell. Note to self, bring a hard hat next time. No, but just anything that's makes you anything that's just super gigantic and enormous in VR really always inspires awe. Something that you really don't appreciate playing on a TV screen are these monolithic environments and enemies. But it never fails to impress inside the headset. Alright, well, looks like somebody got angry at this photo. Looks like that Edgar Allan Poe photo we looked at earlier, except the face all blacked out, scribbled out with a Sharpie or something. Stone archway, looks nice. Definitely spooky. Encyclopedia. Another random door just chilling out in the middle of the hallway. These people are door collectors. Maybe this is where Jim Morrison used to live. Maybe this place is haunted by the ghost of Jim Morrison. Music sounds nice, it really sets the mood. Anything in here? Nope. Some empty frames over there. Oh, check out the bookends, man. That's cool. I would totally buy that. They have the set. I only see one. Oh, there's the other one. Alright, here's the test. If I can manipulate anything, I should be able to manipulate this thing. Nope. My floating move controller just passes right through it. So this is totally just a walkthrough deal. We're just going to walk through and try to forget that they're trying to jump scare us so that it might actually work. But hey, they're 1 for 1 so far. They got me the first time. These people like books. Whoever they were or are. Oh, check it out. There's a statue of a little girl here hiding her eyes like she's counting to play hide and go seek. Can I manipulate this? I cannot. Alright. Cool looking owl. I was going to say owl statue, but upon further inspection, this is taxidermy. It's a real owl, and that thing looks real, man. I mean, they've got stuff here, setting here, so you can't get too close to look at it. And I'm not going to walk to it because I'm afraid it'll... Sometimes you get stuck in these games if you walk where you're not supposed to go. But man, that thing looks real. Very well done, developers. That is awesome looking. It makes me want to stop polluting. Alright, let's move along. Alright. Only the man whose soul is pure may wield the knife. And only a man whose ass is narrow may get down these steps. And if mine is such an ass, then I shall have it. Now, this is a cool looking room. It's the poker room. They have liquor up front, poker in the rear. Uh-oh. We have taken a turn, ladies and gentlemen. We have wooden crucifixes all over the wall. I bet you these are going to invert themselves when I turn my back. I just have a feeling. And look, we have our first Baphomet sighting inside this pentagram. Whenever you see the Baphomet inside of a game, you know these guys aren't playing around. They know they're evil. These aren't amateurs. These are people that study it up. Any rank amateur can put a pentagram in a game. You see them all over Doom or any kind of evil game. But the Baphomet, only true pros pull out the Baphomet. Alright. That is a cool looking lamp. Again, something I would totally buy. And actually, I think I have some pottery that looks very similar to these. Alright. Oh, like I said, people, things have taken a turn here. The mood has changed. But the crosses remain intact, upright. Apparently I can't go back. They don't want me to go that way. Nice table, by the way. Again, something I would totally buy. I have an affinity for the antique furniture. I don't care for the lamps too much, though. I am digging this house, though, most of the stuff in it. You know, except for the pentagrams with the Baphomet written in them. Obviously, blood. Alright, I think we've seen what there is to see here. Let's check these pictures out quickly. Looks like our man of the house is falling asleep. Probably watching my gameplay. And this lady looks very happy. This is what very happy looked like back then. This lady seems elated. That's what elated looked like in 1920. Again, these people, I think those are ventriloquist dummies. Look at that thing. Looks like the Saw. You know, that little doll that rides the tricycle in Saw? That's what that looks like. That looks like Vincent van Gogh. There's some more broken dishes. There's a odd random satchel on the ground, which of course I can't interact with. And we're going into the kitchen. Oh, check that out. Tell me that's not spooky. Very realistic looking too. If it weren't for the SDE and the headset here, that would look real. But I am picking up a little SDE when I look at it. The SDE is something that doesn't really bother me. I rarely notice it. But when something's uber realistic, graphics wise, that's when it sticks out a little bit. Lovely young lady. She has a winning personality too. Well, I got the gold trophy. Nobody can walk through here quite like I. Did you guys catch the picture change? It changed clothes. Maybe changed expression too. I don't know. I wasn't close enough to tell. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything here. Room number 1. Room number 2. Empty picture frames. And there's the kitchen. I guess these are the bathrooms, right? This is the one you go into if you have to go number 1. And this is where you go if you have to go number 2. I know it's not the best setup, especially if you have to go number 2. It stinks. Alright, so let's check out this picture that just morphed. Looks like somebody scribbled over it here. Oh, it's changing. Slowly in front of my eyes, it's changing. Isn't it? Or am I just noticing more and more the more I look at it? If it's moving, it's doing it slowly enough that it's hard to tell it. This thing looks like it's getting more evil by the second. That's cool. There's a frying pan. What is that, a dead rat? That is indeed a dead rat with a big chunk taken out of the side of it. Looks like we've had some game cats in here. What else do we have here? Empty milk carton. And we have found the kitchen, ladies and gentlemen. Nice looking old kitchen. There's another piece of a dead, oh, it's a whole dead rat in a bucket with flies flying around it. Another cool effect in VR, looking at these flies flying right in front of my face. They look kind of fat and slow though. Oh, there's something living in this house. Looks like a plant growing up out of a tomato can. You gotta let them go a couple months before you take them out and plant them, guys. Just FYI. These look like they're almost ready. Alright, some nice old kitchenware. Some more broken here. What's that? Another picture maybe? Cool. It's a bowl. There's a dead rat in the cabinet. Dead rat on the table. Somebody needs to call the Orkin Man. The Orkin Man and that little short lady from Poltergeist. I think she's needed here too. This house is clean. That lady? Check out the tomato cans. Check them out now. Good. They set them up and knock them down, don't they? Okay. That door's boarded off. I have a feeling that something's going to happen in this room. Just a sinking suspicion. We're coming to the living quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9, 10, 11, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no clear path of which way I'm supposed to go. I would assume I'm supposed to go through that door, but I haven't been able to interact with any doors. Oh, lovely. These are some polite ghosts. They open every door for me. It looks like we found our way into the children's room. And here we are with horror cliche number 10, ladies and gentlemen. Baby doll heads. I wonder what year it was and what movie or game it was that all of a sudden made baby doll heads be this symbol of evil that they have become today. I mean, this is the loading screen on Rush of Blood, the game I just finished. Anytime the stage loads, there's a spinning baby doll head. Like, out of all the horror tropes they had to choose from, that was the most terrifying, the detached baby doll head. I'm just saying, baby doll heads are a bit played out. I hear a music box or something up here. Oh, whoa. Look at this. Check out the artwork, people. Look at the eyes. I think it's a picture of a doll. Like 50 pictures of a doll. Okay, so totally, that baby doll just heard me talking shit, right? I mean, that's what happened, right? The baby doll heard me talk shit. I was like, let's show this dude what's up. You don't think dolls are scary? Alright. So I bet that evil doll is the one that's been decapitating all the others. Got me a little bit. Oh, check out that deformed. Looks like Rocky Dennis. Or Sloth. Hey, you guys. Rocky Road? Alright. What else you got for me, game? Okay. Nice looking detail on that one. Let's check out the flame. Doesn't look like real fire. It looks like magical fire. Like you would expect in a wizard game, you know. It doesn't look like natural fire. It looks like magic. Overall, though, I am impressed with these environments. For the graphical style, it looks very nice, you know, in spite of the fact that it was developed a while back. I mean, it don't look bad. I don't want it to sound like I'm crapping all over the graphics. It looks like a, I don't know, like a early 2010s PC game, you know. That's all I'm saying, is you can tell that it doesn't look like it was something that was made in the last 2 or 3 years. If it were a flat game, you know, which it isn't. But it looks very good. That was the original point I was trying to make. think I'm actually losing tracking here. I just think that the game isn't letting me touch that thing, and it's making my controller float away. See, I can't get close to it. I'm gonna try with the left hand now. See? Oh, it went through it that time. Maybe I am losing tracking. I don't know. Can I have my flashlight back, little bit? I'll take that as a no. Man, I can hear that baby like it's in the room with me. I'm trying to walk where I hear it at, since I can't see. Somebody give that baby a bottle. Alright, I gotta get out of here. I can only take so much crying baby. Did you hear that back there? Hear it? It's the PC gamers when Borderlands 2 VR got announced as the PlayStation VR exclusive. Oh, that's okay, baby. You'll just wait for the PC release. It'll come one day, sure. Just like Resident Evil did. Still digging these old pictures. Alright. These ambient voices are becoming less ambient and more pronounced. Really would like to have my flashlight back. I don't like walking through these dark places. Not because I'm scared or anything, just because I like to look at all this crap. It's like the devs took a lazy shortcut. Like, doesn't matter what this hallway looks like if I can't see it, you know? Again, more very realistic looking pictures. The only thing that makes them distinguishable, like I said, is the SDE. Oh, this is a cool looking room. Check it out. Circular. Reminds me of a room in what was that, Uncharted 4? Was that well, that one definitely doesn't look as nice as the owl did. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Bird Box. Which I haven't watched yet, but I have seen that freaking picture of Sandra Bullock like 100 times. So these are newspaper pages. I mean, if you look at them, they're newspaper pages, but they're tiny. I wonder what that's supposed to mean. Obviously that means something. Why would they do that? I mean, I don't know. That's confusing to me. Why they would have these little tiny miniature looking newspaper pages. Oh, this is intimidating. I don't want to walk in the room with that picture. Crap. Thanks for the save there, ghost friend. Another cool looking room. This place is getting cooler as I go. Like, for real. I would totally live in this place. I got my flashlight back. I mean, I would take it, ivy and all. Little ivy never hurt anybody, except for poison ivy. There are our doll collectors, apparently. Or actually, those may be real babies. As I understand it, people back then had babies at that age. How old is she? 9? Just one more year till she's old enough to marry. And I'm only 35, so I'm gonna come courting her straight away. Well, looks like we have made it to the library. I feel like I've been here before. I don't mean during this gameplay, I just had that weird deja vu feeling, which I tend to get, it seems like, more often now since I've started playing VR games. Let's see if I can read this one. Human anatomy, I think it says. Interesting. Beautiful. The music, I mean. Sounds like a holy. I called it. Said I'm just gonna need a hard hat. So is this the same room we came through before? It has a very similar look, but it doesn't seem to be as big as the other one. I think this may be a miniature version. This is cool. I'm enjoying it. I thought I could walk over there. Not that there's really anything to see. We're just walking to the darkness here and assume that's where I'm supposed to be going. Okay, I assume the room is a mess behind me, but I can't see because my flashlight has again stopped. Looks like there's some booze on the table over here. Alright, we descend further. I'm liking the music. This game has very good sound. I haven't commented, I don't think, on just how good the sound is. It is very, very good. It's hard when it needs to be hard. It's soft when it needs to be soft. Or that's what she said anyway. But it's appropriate. Music sets the mood just right. Like a good movie, you know, like a good score to a movie. Oh, cool. That is an odd feeling in VR when the room starts to turn around you. I'm so glad I didn't watch a spoiler of this game. This definitely gets better as you go. It starts slow and it takes some time to develop, but I'm sure I could have ran through it a lot faster, but man, as you get going in it, it intensifies just the creep factor of it all. I mean, listen to the sound now. We had that beautiful piano music a minute ago, not anymore. It's perfect. Well done. I hear sirens and I don't even know if it's in the game or in my real life. Oh, we have an elevator. It's like floor plan, or actually a lot like Torn, except the Torn elevator was much cooler. Do I get to choose the floor? I don't. Alright. Looks like we are descending even further. I don't know if you can really make it out, but we just went down a long way, folks. At least another 3 or 4 stories. And this thing is getting spooky to the 10th degree. Look at that. Forget what I said about the baby dolls earlier, folks. This is creepy AF. That thing looks real. Looks like it's happy to be bloody too. I thought it moved for a moment. That's cool. Even if it didn't move, the fact that it's got my brain scrambled to the point that I think it might have moved. That's cool enough, you know. That's even cooler in a way. Okay, so I guess oh, for the first time I have 2 ways. What do I do? I don't know. I'm gonna keep going straight and see what happens. No one survives. So now I feel like I need to go back and go the other way. So is that it? Let's let it load and see if that was it. I feel like it was. Yeah. So the road forks there at the end. And I decided instead of going the obvious way, I'm just going to continue down my path. And the little girl jumps up and grabs my face and screams at me. And that's the end. Okay, that was cool. It was definitely worth the $5 I paid for it. And yeah, you know, I didn't think coming in that this thing would have any replay value, but for sure I'm going to go back and take the right-hand path instead of the left-hand path to begin with. I'm sure it'll be a little bit different. And then if it ends up at the same place, which I think it may, I'm going to go down the stairs instead of head down the hallway. But anyway, what did you think? Did you think this game looked cool? You want to try it out yourself? It is on sale for, I don't know, I think it said till the 11th, so another week you can pick this game up for $4.79, and you don't even have to be a PlayStation Plus subscriber. So that's a 40% discount for anyone. So yeah. Well, if you have made it this far, then I really appreciate you hanging out. Did you like what you see here? If so, give me a thumbs up. And be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell on the way out. So what do you want me to play next? I'm going to come in tomorrow, and once again I'm going to have to pick something to play. I have no idea what I'm going to play tomorrow. What do you want me to play? If you have a PlayStation VR game you'd like to see Weasel play, put it down in the comments section. And once again, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time.